Hello, Dr. Joe here of the 2020forum.com. So today's presentation is about zinc foods. I'm going to give you 7 good sources of zinc supply today in this presentation. You recall in my last presentation, I talked about the essence of zinc for our immune system. We agreed that zinc was an essential mineral for our immune system to perform optimally. And I rounded up that video by talking about zinc supplements because that's one method of getting zinc into our body. Well, today is about zinc foods, which is the other way you get zinc into your body. Indeed, food should be your primary source of zinc supply, okay? Supplements should be secondary. So let's get on with it. So we're going to be talking about zinc foods. Zinc is an essential mineral to life. Why is that? Why is it essential? Well, it's actually because our body doesn't store zinc, okay? So that means you have to get it from either supplements or from food because it's an essential mineral. So why do we need zinc at all? Well, here are good reasons why you need zinc. The first one is that zinc helps us make new cells and also helps us build enzymes. And like we said in my last video presentation, zinc is actually involved in our immune system. And the third reason is that zinc helps us to process the carbs, the fat, and the protein in the foods we eat. So zinc is essential in our food metabolism. And the fourth reason being that zinc helps us with healing of wounds. So when we develop sports injury or we have a cut, for that wound to heal, you need zinc. For you to recover optimally from your sports injury, you also need zinc for that recovery. So what foods can you get your supply of zinc from? Well, the first one is unsweetened dark chocolate, okay? Unsweetened dark chocolate. It's a very good source because 100 grams of unsweetened dark chocolate will give you 9.4 milligrams of zinc. Now, because it's a good source doesn't mean you should overconsume it. And here I've got a chocolate product in my hand. This one is 90% dark chocolate. And this is what you should be going for. If you're going to get your source of zinc from dark chocolate, you should be going for something that is at least 90% dark chocolate. The reason for this is when it's 90%, you've got more dark chocolate in there, and you also got less sugar. So it's a win-win situation. So that's food number 1. Food number 2 is red meat. So red meat is a good source of zinc, and by red meat I'm referring to pork, lamb, and beef. And 100 grams of beef will supply you with 4.8 milligrams of zinc, which is 40% of your recommended daily intake. And also from red meat, you're going to get 20 grams from the 100 grams of the beef. You're going to get 20 grams of protein. You're going to get 10 grams of fat. And a lot of the fat is saturated fat. So should you be eating lots of red meat for you to get your zinc supply? Well, is up to you. It depends on what side of the divide you belong to, because the debate about whether saturated fat is good for our health or is bad for our health is still raging. So if you belong to the side of the divide where you believe that saturated fat is good for your health, then of course you can get your supply of zinc from red meat. But of course, if you belong to the other side of the argument, then you should be looking for alternative sources of zinc supply and not red meat. So food number 3 is pumpkin seeds. Pumpkin seeds, you can eat them raw, you can eat them sprouted or roasted. 1 serving of pumpkin seeds will give you 30% of your recommended daily intake. And I got some here. I got some nice pumpkins here. I love this. I eat them all the time. Why do I eat them? Well, it's because they supply me with a good amount of protein as well. So that's pumpkin seeds, food number 3. So food number 4 is sesame seeds. 100 grams of sesame seeds will give you 10 milligrams of zinc. And of course, you can beat your sesame seeds into tahini and use them to make hummus. I've got some here. Nice sesame seeds here. You can turn them into tahini, which is basically sesame seed paste, and you use that in your hummus. And you can also get sesame flour, use it as a wheat substitute. So that's food number 4. Food number 5 is shellfish. Shellfish is a very good source of zinc, and the bonus of shellfish is that it's low calorie, so you can eat lots of it without having to worry about weight gain. And it's so good that 5 oysters will actually supply you with 25 milligrams of zinc, which is more than your recommended daily intake. So shellfish is another good source. Food number 6 is chickpeas. Now, chickpeas, 7 ounces of chickpeas will give you 2.8 milligrams of zinc. I've got some chickpeas here, lovely chickpeas. They're one of my staple. I love them. Why do I love my chickpeas? Well, apart from giving me zinc, they also are a good source of protein and fiber. So that's chickpeas. Food number 7 is cashew nuts. Okay, so cashew nuts. 1 ounce of cashew nuts will give you 1.5 milligrams of zinc, and cashew nuts are also a good source of monounsaturated fat. 1 ounce of cashew nuts will give you 5 grams of protein as well as 13 grams of fat. Where is my cashew nuts? I got them here. I love them. Eat my cashew nuts all the time. Why do I like my cashew nuts? Well, it's because they supply me with protein and fat, really, and on top of that I get zinc supply. So those are your 7 foods. Now, broadly speaking, to get your zinc supply, you should be looking at food groups as legumes, red meat, seafood, dark chocolate, as well as nuts and seeds. Those are the broad groups of food that you can get your zinc supply from. So the other thing I want to talk about is people who are at risk of zinc deficiency. Who are they? Well, these are the groups of people who are at risk of having zinc deficiency. They are the infants, the teenagers, the breastfeeding moms, pregnant ladies, as well as the elderly. These people are at risk of zinc deficiency, and we should be looking out for them. If we do that, then we are looking after our own. Okay, so those are your zinc foods. If you enjoyed this video, as usual, please give it a thumbs up. Please like the video. Please share this video with your friends, family, and colleagues. If you got any comments, any questions, leave them down below as usual. Now, if you haven't joined us yet at the 2020 forum.com wellness forum, well, you should join us. Over there we talk about high blood pressure issues as well as other wellness issues. So it's free to join us there, and we'll have a chat. I think that's about it. Until next time, well, this is Dr. Joe signing out. Now, I wonder what will happen if you can combine cashew nuts with pumpkin seeds. It's a weird combination, but it's worth a try. Let's see. It is weird, but it's good actually. What's not to like? Got to start a trend. So, see ya.